I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no this strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you rolling, get you gotta go. I got a flight up in the morning on someday, something come along, someone to tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright. Somewhere, I'll find out someone that's somebody that one day I'll be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and he looking for no love though. He trying to catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottles in the section and I promise the
You better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Browns going up against the Cowboys. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Gives to Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
Again, it's Elliott. Only a couple there, as he'll be brought down about the 28. Joe Hayden there to bring him down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some room to work. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. 20.
Romo now to throw. And he's got Snead. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hey. Pull down. Ready. Right 18. Gun.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one caught by Des Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And there you go. Tony Romo to Des Bryant. That often serves as an electrical charge for their offense.
And a warning to the defense, beware.
Yeah, that's the first one of the day. You have to figure there are plenty more to come.
Little motion now from the tight end. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now Romo hit, and he loses the foot, taking it right down Broadway. The 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And he's got it up and through. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And a going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw on 2nd down is Romo. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Eight yards still remaining here on 3rd down. This is Coleman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Hill, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Hill. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. The starters for the Cleveland Browns. And let's discuss the tight end, Gary Barnidge. Sometimes he can get overlooked.
I love how he emerged in 2015. We had a scouting report on him that said he was a good blocker, a dependable receiver, but no stardom at all. Had a 1,000-yard season in 2015. No longer do we have those shackles on him at all. Gary Barnidge can play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Kessler now on 1st down. And Barnidge has it on the right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. Handoff. Here's Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Demarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Let's go.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 2nd down, Hill. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, Really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Here's Romo. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Romo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On the sneak, it's Romo. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Second and just 1. They go to Elliott again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
Check. Ready. Left 35. Check.
The play fake for Elliott. Now Romo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And that'll bring up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Romo hands to Elliott. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window. They got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Romo, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And Romo not liking something, he'll turn and call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On 4th down, Romo. And it is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. And the Browns getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From midfield, here's Kessler. Now this is brought in by Pryor. Now the ball comes loose, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll get it up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Let's go now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53 as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that run wasn't very successful. They did have a big one on the previous play. So you get the sense that the offense is probing around, trying to find the ones that are going to work. And when they find them, they'll keep coming back to them.
On the counter, it's Hill. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Romo now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check. Let's go now.
3rd and 2, it's Romo. Caught by Snead over the middle. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. The busy night continues for Hill. And he's got room. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Romo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Coleman has it here right side. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On the ground, this is Hill. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Off the play fake, Kessler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking to pass, Kessler. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On second down, here's Kessler. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. He's got time. Now this is brought in by Pryor. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jeremy Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Strong left, strong left, strong left. Here we go, here we go. We got 3 fouls.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 39 yards out of that one. And it'll be a Dallas first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go now. 20. Check, check, check. Half, half, half. Gun, 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 gun.
Throwing on 3rd down. Romo finding time. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Desperation time for Romo on 4th down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. He'll return it from the 6. He wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jamie Collins. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And if they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Deep drop. And now for the 3rd time, Romo intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. Play action. Now Kessler. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. Muscles him off. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end, but feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now Romo surveying the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go.
They fake the give to Elliott. Now Romo. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to do.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They run it again with Hill. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crowd. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.